So you don't always hear them crying, saying that, oh, in South Africa, oh, the black peoples, they trying to get us Boers. They trying to get the Boers. They trying to just take us out. They trying to do this. And I've been to South Africa. Man, brothers and sisters ain't worrying with the Boers like that. They really not. They are out there trying to live their life. They're trying to get jobs. They just trying to just do their thing. I'm telling you, I've seen it. You know, the few times I have been to South Africa, they ain't worrying about the Boers unless the Boers come around them being racist, right? That's the only time they really gonna deal with them. But they've been putting out this lie that black people in South Africa, oh, they just want to just hurt and harm them, and they just want to escape. So you had this guy that really believed that. He believed that, oh, I got to save the Boers. And then, boy, he brought the Boers to the United States, and oh, boy, he got a rude awakening of who them Boers really are. That's where it rolled at.
I'm in the process of sponsoring a family that is fleeing South Africa due to the white genocide. I am not going to let a white group of people suffer and not help them because I've been bullied into not giving. That ain't me. Wrong dude. Don't care. These people want to be Americans. They don't want to be South Africans anymore because that country was given over the minute Communist Mandela was let out of prison. They're going to live in my house, and I'm going to feed them and take care of them.
Suffice to say that I got involved in the abuse of the minority white race in South Africa a couple of years ago. Got heavily involved. Ultimately ended up sponsoring a family of 4 and helped facilitate them from Africa. Obviously, it turned out bad. They did play me, and they admit. In fact, that was one of the things they said was they're bragging about how they played me like a sport game. I spent over $30,000 in that 11 months in money and fed and clothed them. So I might be stupid enough to have fallen for that because I thought with my heart instead of my head. You know what? They cost me a lot of money when they were here, suck and parasite and use people, and then when they're done, they just, go on to the next. When they talk to me, it's like, hey, we're a good family, we own a business, and we're hardworking people, and when we get to America, the way we'll pay the rent will be we'll work for you guys, all right. If anything, we had to work 10 times as hard just to take care of these people. I mean, in 11 months, I got my grass cut 3 times. One time ended up being in a huge argument. Everything free, lay around, watch TV, and watch movies for 11 months and chain smoke cigarettes.
I played that video because I want y'all to see how comical that was. Is that you're so invested into white supremacy that you don't even look into the people that's trying to game you to come over here. You brought them all the way from South Africa to America, and look at how they treated you. And you wonder why the brothers and sisters don't really want to deal with them out there in South Africa. And matter of fact, from what I have, definitely learned from multiple people, like say on X or the few, people I've covered, from South Africa, like Kim Hiller or the other, lady from there, I think her name Bianca. She actually said she watched the show. I didn't know that. A lot of the folks don't want them in their countries. People in New Zealand don't want them. Australians don't want them. The Netherlands don't want them. And that's their homeland. They don't even want them. Nobody wants them. So the only place they can really go is kind of staying down there in South Africa instead of them just going along to get along and have to follow what the government says and stay in their place and stop trying to be a colonizer or whatever. That's why they're having a hard time. Because see, I told you, the white supremacists in their mind, they have a big issue with listening to black people or even coming underneath the leadership of black people. Because in their mind, that's out of order. See, in their mind, the black people supposed to be listening to them. So yes, it do feel like torturous and it do feel like, oh, they're going to get me because what they done to them. And they don't like them in charge. Trust me, they are still swinging that old apartheid flag. They want the apartheid so bad back in South Africa. Just like the white supremacists here want the Confederacy to come back. That's why they're waving their Confederate battle flag. But it's a relic of the past. It's not coming back. Trust me. If they even attempt to try to do something in South Africa, that wouldn't be a good thing for them. And also they're outnumbered. That's also the beautiful thing about South Africa. When I'm in South Africa, I'm in the majority. I'm not this minority or nothing like that. Everybody that, like I said, look like me. And that's a beautiful thing. And the wonderful thing about black people, we're not even a vengeful people like that. You have to really push us for us to really get on that tip, because it's way more South Africans in that country than them. If South Africans were really on that revenge tip, don't you think they would have got at y'all already about that? Y'all too outnumbered. So like, they let y'all have Irani out there, and like I was told, I think it was in the Eastern Cape, it says basically some rural area that nobody want to be in. It's not like, Irani is Johannesburg. No, it's nowhere near that, right? No. So, but at the same time, I've said that you shouldn't even let them have nothing. If they want to have something, carry the happy self back to the Netherlands. You can go have all the towns you want over there. That's what I say, because I'm a firm believer, if you give a white supremacist an inch, he gonna take a country. So you can't do that, just for your safety in South Africa. But yeah, this for me was funny. This was so funny. Yeah, but stop believing these people lying. Them brothers and sisters not doing them nothing out there in no South Africa. Only time they show up, unless they do something racist. Think about it, Julius Malema and the EFF. Only time I've ever seen him come out unless somebody doing something racist against black people. He's not out there just protesting and running up on Boers for no reason, because nobody's not even doing that. All the incidents I've ever seen is the Boers that's messing with black folk. It's not the other way around. So yeah, y'all keep believing them lies if you want to. But my brothers and sisters out there, they trying to fix their country. They trying to figure out the situation with the load shedding, which I will say this about the load shedding. I will say this. Either what I would do if I had to be in leadership, definitely be pushing, have a program where I'm pushing more solar. And since y'all in BRICS, I'll be hollering that, say, hey, China, hey, Russia, what we gonna, listen, I want to get ESCOM out because they're not doing a good job. And we want to bring some people in. We got the resources here. Hey, let's get some nuclear power plants going so we can go ahead and make sure our power is the same like everybody else. That's what I would do. What's the point of being in BRICS if you're not going to tap them shoulders?